So, I wanted to walk you through part of how I used to plan for a unit of study for my students. I know what you guys are asking within this role is different, but this kind of gives you a glimpse into what I think about when creating content and how I try to make it accessible to a variety of learners. So, you can see on this slide that I go through the learning plan for today. With what you guys are asking, it would obviously be more around an area of learning or a module of learning. So it would start always by saying what they're going to do, why they're going to do it, just so that as they're going into the learning, they already have a reason for doing what they're planning on doing within your product. And you can see I reference Canvas here. All of the resources that are in these slides that I'm alluding to were on the LMS platform Canvas, which we use as a district. But because I'm not a current employee, I can't show you how that was all laid out on there, but it was. So again, really clear instructions. I wanted to show this slide because it gives you an example of how this unit was designed, which I was a part of a team that created this unit. And so this was a unit focused on this concept of rebellion, and it was a research-based unit for students. So you can see that design process for the teachers that created this unit, but then also for the students to go through to enhance their understanding, was an exploration of what being a rebel meant. So it was all about gaining schema. And so that's obviously a really important part of what you would want to do with your product as well. What is our product? How has it been helpful? How can it be helpful for you as learners are going through that process of learning how to use it? We then had students research so we helped them increase their schema, and then they increased their own by doing some research. This unit was a genre exploration, so we taught them about a variety of different writing styles, and then they used all those different writing styles to discuss what it meant to be a rebel or what a rebellion was. Creating a final product, soliciting feedback, refining that final product. So, again, that whole feedback loop is important in the classroom. I'm not sure exactly if you guys would use that, but just understanding that that's how we created this unit was with this understanding of that constant flow of creating, getting feedback, refining, creating, getting feedback, and refining, and then finally a final product. Formative assessments, summative assessments. There are also a ton of formative assessments that weren't graded, more quick check-ins for understanding to make sure that learners were progressing. You can see then there were a variety of different topics. We had a Socratic seminar, which is discussion-based. Excuse me while I flip through a couple slides to get to the next thing. Clear learning targets throughout. So this was teaching students to paraphrase. So we would have discussed this. Giving always, right, that clear definition of what it is to begin, and then having easy practice that helps students or adult learners to latch on to concepts quicker. Yeah, again, just the plan. You can see in a classroom, I always had warm-ups for students, coming back to that paraphrase practice the next day. So building on their understanding little bits at a time. And yeah, clear timelines, clear outlines of what they should be getting done, and then lots of feedback through assessments and through check-ins.